It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Birds and the Bucks. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs get ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his second season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And he had a most impressive bounce-back season last year, nearly leading his team to the NFC Championship game. That's not something you see every day, and he was rewarded for it as Tampa Bay decided to make him definitely their quarterback for the future. Now for him, he wants to prove it's not a one-year thing, and in fact, he is the long-term answer for this franchise.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And the slot man goes in motion left. And that flag accepted.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This ball complete to Durham. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Mayfield off the play fake. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Godwin with a nice grab there, and he's been a consistent weapon for this Buccaneers offense, although a bit unheralded. He's eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark for each of his last 3 seasons, and his ability to make plays on all 3 levels is invaluable for not just his franchise, but his quarterback, Baker Mayfield.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
He's coming off a season where he certainly experienced his fair share of ups and downs. On the positive side, he threw for career highs in passing yards and touchdowns. On the negative side, he threw the most interceptions in his career, and his team struggled and collapsed down the stretch. If he can get back to playing mistake-free football without sacrificing his aggressiveness, this team can get back to competing for a Super Bowl berth.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's one way. And a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and goal from the 1. Hurts going to keep it again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Up to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Palmer going in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. That's complete to Palmer. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught and bulldozing his way through. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's White. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Complete right side to Otten. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Hurts sets up to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Here's a toss right side with White. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. To throw, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a 2nd and 6. Mayfield down. That's taken in by Palmer. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Evans comes in motion right. Mayfield. Over the middle to Evans. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
This a 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kalijah Cansey. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard and able to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. That time a 9-play drive, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Bucs now. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. In motion goes the tight end. Mayfield on play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Here comes 3rd down at 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A fourth down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. He's into space past the 25, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big pickup of 38.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Mayfield looks to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second down and a little more than a yard here. To throw, Mayfield. That's completed right side to Palmer. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield now from the 50. To the sideline and incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
The Bucs were treated to a fine first half by their quarterback. That's Baker Mayfield. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown set to go to work once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Carryover from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And no luck at all to start this drive, as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Up the middle with Barkley. He'll take this to the 46.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Play fake, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mayfield now. He'll buy some time right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3-and-out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd down and 6 now. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Still 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard, 32 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing, Mayfield. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So here's a 3rd and 14. In motion left, Godwin. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now back to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's brought down at the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Gainwell. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. It'll be Hurts on the option, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? First down, here's White. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. In motion right, one of the tight ends. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Mayfield looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down to the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Palmer going to go in motion left. To throw, Mayfield. That's taken in by Palmer. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Mayfield. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Touchdown! Mike Evans. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To throw again on second down. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful. I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle here to Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit. And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play. Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game. And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. So that's going to set the new standard for quarterbacks. It's a record 5th rushing touchdown of the game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
In motion left, Godwin. Mayfield now. Right back to Chris Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And out of bounds right around the 20.
They went to their big body tight end on 2nd down in hopes that he could plow his way to a first down, but they were ready for him defensively and ended up holding him to a modest gain.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw again. Here's White. They set up the screen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Second and 11. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.